Welcome back to Redbeard RPG and Pillars of Eternity 2. You'll notice we're standing back here at the um, Engwithan Digsite. I went ahead and just looked up this puzzle. So supposedly it's supposed to be that one, and that one. Hey, there we go. Supposedly there's a clue back this way. Let's see. It said on the shields in the previous room. Oh, there's the emblems. I only see two of them, though. So I guess they give you the first two, and then you just have to brute force the last one, is what it looks like. Either way. I want to collect all the treasures. So in here we have a gladiator sword and a jade, which that gladiator sword should be beneficial for better. If we can use that. What do we got here? 17 to 25, and this was 17 to 24, so it's slightly better, not much. But we got it now. Now, let's head on back. I think with these level ups, and we don't really have much in equipment upgrades, but we got some. I think we'll be ready for the whatever that quest is. Takes us to not Greco Street. I don't remember how to say it. Let's see. Restoring order. This is it. Grocery Street. Let's see if we can handle it. The mini houses are cracked, cobblestones are slick with water, ankle deep. That's right, this part of town's all beat up. Looks like we entered on a different side than last time. Maybe that'll be of some benefit to us?
Should be a fight.
Yeah, they're gonna notice us, I'm sure. So let's get my fast hands going. Or why can't I pick what I want to do? Huh? No. I'm confused. I really don't want to do this.
For the Everlight!
Hey, don't do that. There's no one even near you. Do this one.
I think it's time for a healing spell.
Another withers on the vine.
Oh, dang.
Ah!
Okay, I got knocked out pretty much immediately, but I think we'll be okay.
Ah! Thinks you got
Okay, what can we do? Enemy wounds in the area of effect. He's almost gone.
decency to die. Oh, never you mind that, miss. I'll land the next one.
Nice. Nice, we got this. All right. Like we found a little bucket. Darkest before dawn, +1 perception. Ability activates when near death. I don't see how that's super useful.
Uh-huh. What can I do you for?
Something must be wrong with my vision. No matter how much I blink, I cannot make out more than blurry lights in the darkness. You are quite blinding.
I'm sorry, but you're dead. Come with me, I'll help you.
Dead? Oh, but this is terrible.
Let me ease this one's pain, Watcher.
I am still a little suspicious of her collecting soul.
Sure thing.
Let's see. Can't go in here. Oh, she's got something to say. What's up?
Gotta wait in my lantern now. Almost feel like I can hear the soul when I jostle it around.
Well, then maybe don't jostle it around so much.
With every soul, my lantern's getting heavier and heavier in my hand.
How you feeling? You suffered any recent nightmares?
I did, recently with you.
Oh?
You were walking the depths of the ocean, but you didn't drown. And in your hand, you gripped the key to Aora's end.
Interesting.
I've seen stars wreathing a statue's brow, and souls flowing like tears over gleaming Audra. And then my god headed into the heart of the storm, where he could find the darkness. Tell me what's on your mind?
What are your thoughts on Athos?
We talking during the Saints' War or after he died?
What's the difference?
Well, before he died, he was still Aethys as the majority of my brethren know him. Aethys embodied a human, and when that human got blown to bits, we all believed Aethys died.
Eder seemed pleased about that for some reason.
And I think a part of him did. The part he'd most closely woven into living flesh. The part that represented life and rebirth after death.
Okay.
Which means the part of him that could have survived, that stormed across the Deadfire seas, was the side more aligned with obsidian rot and falling away. That which is death.
Alright. Alright, so leading up to the Saints' War then?
I really only know what my folks taught me. Aethys embodied Saint Widwin, But during the war, he got blown to bits. That's the thing about human bodies. Eventually, they all gotta die. As the god of rebirth, of course, Aethys would be coming back. But where I differ from my family's view, and my high priestess's view, is that I've studied the apotheosis of Gone. And I know all about the backside, the downward swoop, the death part of the cycle of life. Obsession. What's gone can never be again. What comes back is changed. Always. Even if what comes back is a god.
So then what do you think about him after the Second War?
Then you mean gone. Sure, maybe my god still answers to Aethys as well. Why not? But Aethys died, and death requires change. He ain't what he was. Not in exactly the same way. That's why I think his other aspect, his darkness in the light, is what's burning brighter in him now.
Fair enough.
No need to fiddle-foot around. I'm listening.
Should you be swearing so much as a priestess? I don't really care that much, but we'll ask anyway.
Reckon not. But I can't help but be a touch wayward.
Hey, Aloth rolls his eyes.
I don't take it too far. My mom caught me once necking in the merkberry stalks. And of course I fight. But I've not done much more than that. And I don't use the real ugly words. Sometimes the feelings, they just come tumbling right out of me. Gods darn it.
All right.
Sure thing, Watcher.
Okay. So, what the heck are we supposed to do here? We, check the journal. Ilaria, that's who we're looking at. Or who we're looking for. Oop.
I'm here for you. No problem.
Nothing but endless grey mist. This is not the afterlife I was promised.
My friend is here. It's here as a harvester of Gone. She'll help you find your way.
Right. You'd best follow me then.
Alright. We'll keep collecting souls. Can't seem to go in many of these buildings. As we wade through this murky water. Oh, there's Alari. Hey, what's up?
Come for a little swim on Gorechi Street, Aumaua? Out with the other sharks?
The young elf hand drops to the pistol at his belt, palming the grip. Faintest a sneer plays about his lips as he watches you unblinking. Savia sent me. She needs you to stop the looting. Alari snorts, his nose wrinkling. He regards you for a moment longer in expected silence, then he throws his head back and let out a braying, unpleasant laugh.
Merle, she must be desperate. Not so desperate as to come here on her knees to beg for herself, but she sent you. No, there's my answer. I get my cut. There's no sense in ruining a good thing.
You just pay him off. We'll try this one. Help her out, and Savia will owe you a favor.
A favor? Merle, I should buy her dinner, maybe.
Oh?
Done. I'll do it. Bon Piaco. Can't be too bad, having a commander in your pocket.
There you go.
Tell Savia this isn't permanent. Second the water clears up and things are back to normal, we're through. I'll spread the word. Gorechi Street is under lawful protection now.
There we go. Excellent. Alright, I gotta return to her, and doesn't seem like there's much I can really interact with here. What's this? Take a peek through this window. Either the former inhabitants or looters have taken most of the home's contents. Few scraps of detritus float upon the dark waters. Okay. There's nothing really else to do here. Head back to the fort.
Keeping out of trouble? A little jest. What is it?
I convinced Alari to keep watch on Grocery Street.
Perfetto. He's a little shitne, but a lazy one. He will not cause trouble if he does not have to. Easier to work with a familiar face for the moment. I can deal with him later. So, we have one small part of Port Maje under control. A good start.
Indeed.
Well, here you are, for your time. If I had 10 women like you, the whole of Port Maje would be set right within the week.
Alright. Another quest in the books. So, what next? Find someone who might know Eddar's friend. I think this takes us to Nekataka or whatever. So I think that's pretty much where we got to go next. I think all paths lead there. Yeah, Temple of Gone and Nekataka. Alright, so all paths lead to Nekataka, so let's go. I don't know if that's one we can do on foot or if we got to go back to our ship, but we're about to find out. Actually, we should be able to exit town this way, right? Yeah. Alright, known locations. Yeah, I think we're gonna need a boat to get there. Clicked on it. Yeah, we can check this shipwreck out. We'll sift through the wreckage. Find a barrel filled with drink, gain 13 lager. We got flint and tinder, hammer and chisel. Nothing of value. Okay. Now we can go to this thing. Fresh fruit, nice. We still got the old battleground. We haven't been here before. Let's try going here. I guess we gotta go through these woods first. Thick wood and Port Majes, so your travel. Birds flutter above you. Insects drone incessantly. The path eventually gives way to a game trail, then no path at all. Find curiously a marked tree, bark gouged away in a pattern. Striations seem to run upward from right, left, just shy of vertical. Examine the markings. We'll use Eddar because he has the survival, right? The wild boar did it. Eddar taps the tree. Look at this. The sigil has been lightly carved in the wood, so faint it's almost imperceptible. Press carefully into the forest. Your clothes damp, humidity, trees above. A quiet rustling in the underbrush draws your attention deeper into the forest. Let's hide in the undergrowth. Duck silently behind a log, still breathing. Whatever's making draw sounds nearer. Through the gap in the foliage, you make out a tall omina standing among a small sounder of wild boars. Matted copper hair hangs over his features. Boar hides drape his frame. Despite his presence, the swine seem entirely at ease. Greetings. Man stands abruptly, spinning to you, his staff raised, ready to strike. Urka. And who are you, and for what are you here? Who's this? Eder perks up at the side of the boars, alternately imitating their grunts and chuckling. Only at length, in what appears to be a heel-dragging afterthought, does his attention last turn to the strange man in their midst. Dirt darkens the folds of the man's skin. His lips curl over his jagged teeth. He waves his stick at you.
No, never talk. Just go. Leave this forest. Go leave these islands. Go return from where you've been.
I came here looking for you. People on the coast said you could help me.
They always think they know better than this kith in this wood. Then when they need help, they always go ask me. You go. Speak quickly then. Your words disturb this place.
Is there anything you could do to help me on my journey?
Then you think the Juan are here to serve you? Akara, they are not. I say always those who come to these islands, they want to take. Only ever to take.
Okay. What are you doing out here with all these boars?
Learning. The boar teach much about survival if one listens, if one watches. So sing. So say those who know.
Those who know, who would that be?
This question helps neither of us, I say.
Well, it sounds like you're speaking Galwain.
Always you foreign sorts speak of your changing god. I say you know nothing of change, and less of the hunt.
Okay. Look, we're just gonna pass through the forest, okay?
No, your sort always want. This forest is not yours. This land is not yours. Go, leave.
I'm not here to take from these lands. I'm here to protect them. The man frowns, then pulls a leather-wrapped pouch from with his belongings. His hands shaking, he hands it to you. Wise teeth necklace was put in your stash.
Then go, take this. They protect you if you speak true. They tear out your throat if no.
Okay. Now, can I... Let's check the inventory. Let's see what that stuff is. Wisdom, intellect, history, and insight. Don't mind if I do. Got another necklace, didn't we? What's this one do? Perception. Loth can wear that for now, but it only helps when you're near death, so hopefully he won't be in that situation a lot. What's this one? 15 health max, so I'll make Eder even tankier. What's he wearing now? Religion and stealth. Yeah, he don't do that. You can have that. We got anything else that would be useful now? I don't think so. I mean, she could use that, I guess.
I sure do like it.
All right, so are we free to move about then? Is that what the deal is? Let's see, that path just goes to a dead end. What about over here? Also a dead end. Anything of interest in this direction? Nope, also an exit. All right. It would seem that's all we got. Definitely don't want to leave this island and forget about all this other stuff that's potentially here. He was right, by the way. I'm here to collect things. Be a little loot goblin. All right. Site of a recent battle spreads before you. Bodies rooted forests still lie where they fell, though most have been picked clean by scavenging beasts. We got 21 baby pearls. 33 Adsa Nui shell. What is that? Okay, I guess they're worth some money. Fine hatchet. Nice. A dagger. A Taza shell. Nothing left of value. Okay. Got pretty much everything left on the island. Let's look around here. We got a small area over there. I think we've been there before, right? I think that's it. Let's check out this small area over here. See if there's anything of interest. Got a burial site. Let's see. Flight of stairs, wide steps that descend into the earth. The chill radiates from a dark doorway at the bottom of the stairs. Smells faintly like dust and cold stone. Alright, we'll just keep looting. Sigil of Nightmare's Wardstone. Interesting. More shells. More shells. And nothing about it. I wonder if that means, like, if we come back with better perception, we'll find more stuff. But we don't have that now. So let's head on out. Let's head back to the rest. And check out our shit.
Good, you are here. Clario has made good on his promise. We are making ready to free your ship.
Excellent.
I say still that you are fortunate. The ship was nearly lost, but it will float. For how long, I cannot say. You will wish to find a friendly port with some speed, I think.
Okay. So, what if there's another storm then?
Then you sink.
Excellent.
Come, we will see your Defiant out to sea.
Stranded is complete. Oh, and we got some blessings gained. Alright, received Costa's message from Harbinger Vantar. Let's see, wax sealed letter. This missive's written in what looks like dried blood. A slice of tan leather came to you rolled, sealed with the mark of Arcos. Letter is spidery sharp, suggests the sender may have been shivering as they composed it. Let's see. I cordially invite you to a feast held in your honor. A community of like minds congregated at Harbinger's Watch, a small outpost located on the southern in the southern Deadfire Sea, to witness Deadflow's rapid expansion. Soon I shall consume all of Remigard's dominion over dead Aora be unchallenged. We eagerly anticipate hosting your magnificence with admiration for your many accomplishments. Okay.
We should address the matter of our ship's resources before we get underway.
Okay.
It saddens me to inform you that we lost several crew and most of our provisions during the storm.
Okay.
However, Port Majes appears to be well supplied, and I expect the recent disaster has left several sailors in want of a ship. I suggest we contract for additional supplies and crew before we return to open water, or our voyage may indeed be a short one.
So what, we need to just go right back? I'm confused. You encounter another ship at sea. As the fight leaves Port Maje behind, well, that's literally where we're going. You casually observe dozens of other ships coming and going, mostly fishing and trade vessels. One craft stands out, an imposing dhow, replete with cannons, crests onto the view of the defiant starboard bow. The flag raised high atop its sails signifies a wish to parley. However, the dhow approaches at an aggressive speed, suggesting you may not be easily turned away. I guess let's attempt outrunning. Distance closes quickly. Soon the massive dhow hull rolls on the waves beside your ship. Boarding planks emerge and are quickly cast onto your ship, along with shouts from its crew notifying their captain that their captain will be boarding. Several well-armed men across the planks, their eyes watching every inch of your ship. The crowd parts open to make way for the captain, a tall, well-dressed man. He peers at you with one impeccably groomed eyebrow raised. Following behind the captain, in stark contrast, strides forward an unkempt Orlan. A pair of pistol grips protrude from his belt, and he casually twirls a stocky firearm around his index finger. His shaggy face framed by a long cobalt blue hair and wildly braided cerulean beard. He makes his crooked smirk and he directs you. It seems almost sinister. Well, we're off to a great start on the open sea.
Ador, Water of Gadnor. On behalf of the Principes and Patrina, I must request we meet in parley.
Couldn't have asked before you boarded my ship uninvited, eh?
Echosi. It has been some time since I last asked another's permission.
Okay.
I have heard some marvelous tales regarding your ventures in the Deerwood. In fact, you are the first dragon slayer I have ever met, outside of a grave. Some fools would seek to make a fortune by pilfering from one such as you.
Hey, give it a shot, bud.
I take it he is not one of those fools. Perhaps we should listen.
Under the captain's word, you hear the faint, insistent buzzing. It blooms, overwhelming Furte's voice, drowning out all else around you. No one else seems to notice a vision. Thunder cracks between your ears, and you glimpse a different sun-showed sea behind your eyes. Let's let the visions come. The visions streak across your mind's eye, fleeting, incoherent. An elf, dark-haired, battle-scarred, stepping across the gulf between vessels. She shakes Fronte's hand, and warmth spills over you. Excitement, pride, respect. The imagery melts like candle wax into a lamplit galley swamped with the scent of unwatered rum, sweet fruit with sailor songs and sweat. The scene billows away, cold and clawing, replaced with the crew on deck, solemn and staring. Bronte grasps one of their own by their throat. No, not one of their own, no more. You don't steal from the family and stay family. Tears and mucus mar the man's features. Bronte reads the man's his last rites. Thief or no, they consign him to Andra, as the tradition dictates. The vision passes you, leaving you blinking on the deck of the Defiant, looking at Bronte's face. He raises an eyebrow.
I believe you have met such a fool. Captain Benweth of the Drake.
I know a cipher's handiwork when I feel it. Tell yours to stay out of my head. The blue Orlan's mouth falls open.
Voxen of Ubilnet Merla. Careful, ship hunter. Mind that you do not confuse a useful skill set for a non-expendable one.
Oh, you wasn't happy about that.
My apologies. Rest assured, it will not happen again.
Apologies, Captain. Didn't mean it, really. We're up all night, you know, searching out our friend here. You've been at sea a while. Your mind starts playing tricks on you, aye? Well, mine plays tricks on others, too. Usually don't mean much. Maybe see a bit of shadow, hear a bit of tune. Not less a person sensitive. Like, say, a watcher.
You say Captain Benwith is the one who attacked me?
Ah, the short-sighted scoundrel has been wreaking havoc in the area for months.
Okay.
He is no son of Valia. I do not fault his ancestry, but he disregards too much the grand heritage we Principi represent. Benwith is the second most selfish captain within the Principi's newest generation. He risks all that we value.
If Benwith is one of your own, shouldn't you take responsibility for his actions? Wait. If Benwith's the second most selfish captain, who's the first? He pinches his lips, eyes narrowing thoughtfully, but you can see he's biting back a mischievous grin.
Perhaps I have said too much. This is a problem solely of my own, for now.
If Benwith is one of your own, shouldn't you take responsibility for his actions?
Benwith is no captain of mine, Imika. It is not beneath my flag his drake sails. Yet I do seek to temper his actions when they would endanger the Principe altogether.
And where might I find Captain Benwith? Say I wanted to teach him a lesson.
Benwith's drake took damage during the storm. Eventually, he will need to dock for repairs, and when he does, Seraphin can find him for you.
Okay.
He is rather an unrefined creature, but he is a most skilled ship hunter, I assure you.
Unrefined? Begging your pardon, Captain, but I'd be the fucking model of the gentleman of fortune. As for Benwith, that sucker of squid tits be as predictable as the tide. I'd wager all my furriest bits that he'd set sail for Deadlight.
That would be felicitous indeed, as I believe the traitor Remaro hides there as well. I quite enjoy killing two men with a single bullet.
Wouldn't have even thought of it if you hadn't brought it up, sir. Now, I ain't hardly in any hurry to leave the fine company of the gentlemen of leisure, but the captain be right about me finding your mark. Adding to that, you sail into Fort Deadlight not knowing your innies from your outies, you might very well find the locals cannon fucking your boat to sodden splinters.
Wonderful. Well, welcome aboard. I like this fella.
Oh, you won't be regretting this, Watcher. At least so long as you keep us heavy in grog and light on the onions. Ugh, them dirty shit apples ain't never agreed with me, and I'll be suspecting they never will.
I love onions. That's like literally my favorite vegetable.
He's not sleeping near my berth, I promise you that much.
I sail now for Dunwich, my own safe port. I will await you there, should you be successful in schooling our wayward captain.
All right, excellent. Barbarian Cipher. That's an interesting character combination. We'll do that. Everybody leveled up? Heck yeah. That raises the question, do we continue to Port Maje or do we go to Nataka? I feel like we should just go straight to Nataka. I'm sure we're okay, right? How do I help with the injured crew? Do we rest? This only helps with my party. Yeah, how do I... Healing resting slot. I don't know how to do any of this. She's just probably just going to be injured then. Do I not have a resting slot? Is that what the deal is? Said we would need more supplies at Port Maje. I guess we'll just continue there. Supply. Alien Hull Breaker. Pretty good cannon. Medical supplies. How much are these? Refill ship supplies. You choose the quantity for each type. We'll just add to cart. What do we got in the stash that's just like absolute junk? We got 5 swords. We don't need that. We'll keep 1. Sell one of those. Sell one of those. I don't think we need 2 wands. Definitely don't need 7 shields. Sell 6 of them. 4 pistols I don't think we need. 3 of those. Don't need 2 sabers. Don't need 4 torches. We'll keep 1 just in case. Oops. I did that wrong. There we go. What do we got here? We'll do kind of the same thing here. Let's keep 1 of everything just in case. Any of these do anything? No, none of them do. Let's just get rid of all this stuff. Keep those. Keep food and drink. Ingredients. I think we need all this stuff. Alright, let's do that. Alright, are we supplied correctly now? Let's head to Nekataka. Oh, what now?
The ring of a bell comes to you on a cold wind.
Okay.
The ring comes again and again, until soon the air is full with the sound of 1,000,000 bells ringing all at once.
That'd be madness.
You are alone. And then, you are not.
Oh, hello. I believe this is the gods.
An indistinct figure stands before you, flickering between forms like a fire-cast shadow. A fixed, taunting grin. Bottomless black eyes. A yawning chasm in the earth. The aspects of Berith, the Usher and the Pallid Knight, shift in and out of focus. And at their back, 4 indistinct shades hover. You feel an eternity stretch out behind each of them, reaching back to places so distant and yet so near you cannot comprehend their size. The shifting image of Berith settles on the aspect of the Pallid Knight.
Watcher.
Her voice is the discordant clangor of gongs struck out of time.
I tasked you to discover Aethys's intentions. Tell me what you have learned.
He's draining souls from the veins of luminous Adra.
The Pallid Knight knits her brows.
He does not seek to return to the beyond?
Her sickly pale skin pulls tight across the bones of her face, as if the shell of this aspect does not quite fit the impossible creature it contains. The figure nearest Berith dissolves and reforms in the image of a thin-lipped, ancient crone, whose face has felt the melting kiss of fire. The goddess Wodika strides forward.
Well, Wodika was the bad guy in the last one.
Does Aethys frighten you, Berith? He should. Magran subdued Aethys's influence once before, and yet he returned.
From out of Wodika's shadow shuffles a hunched, bald man you recognize as the god Scan. His skin is mapped with swollen lash scars, and breath whistles through the ragged hole in his face where his nose once was. He does not speak, but stares up at Wodika with naked loathing plain on his ruined face. Wodika steeples her long, knob-jointed fingers.
We must annihilate Aethys now, before he makes a rash decision we cannot easily annul.
That's
She
probably the
casts
case.
a sly look at the pallid night from the corners of her eyes.
A moon would do the job nicely.
I'm pretty sure we need the moon.
A voice echoes from the shape nearest Bereth.
The lava is too large to be moved, and Koltha too quick to be caught. Even for a god of Wodika's strength and apparent lunacy.
The figure beside the aspect of Bereth flows forward in a swirling cloud of ash. The ash falls to the tiles and reveals a molten-skinned woman, leaning on a monstrous, wicked-edged broadsword. Magran's glowing lips curl in disdain.
We must find a solution to the problem of Aethys that is neither do nothing, nor destroy the world.
Yeah, that's probably best.
I acted in haste during the Saints' War. You will not goad me into doing the same now. To move against him while his plans are unknown would be the height of foolishness. We must find wisdom in precaution.
Alright, what kind of precautions do you suggest?
Magran looks at you as one might a wayward gob of spit on one's shoe.
It is no business of yours what the gods decide.
Okay, well, I mean, I'm here to help, so...
Another of the silent figures steps forward, and the warm, golden light of a summer's afternoon spills across your face.
Let's all take a deep, calming breath. Perhaps cooler heads will prevail.
Behind Helia's words, you hear the soft coo of doves.
Aethys has been separated from us for too long. Isn't it possible he intends only to gather enough souls to reclaim his realm in the beyond? He should be welcomed.
You look up then into avian eyes. Through them, you see clouds of starlings converge and divide.
What if he intends to betray you?
Helia puts a feathered hand to her chest.
He wouldn't. Betrayal is not in his nature.
Okay.
Scan shuffles forward.
Yes, yes. We should welcome Aethys' return to the fold. His gratitude we can leverage to cajole him into divulging his plot. Then, when he believes himself to be in our good graces, we do as Wodika suggests, and crush him into the earth.
Scan pauses, inspecting you.
Ah, and here is the Watcher who wiped dear desperate Alice's mind. You could have let my followers help her kill the man who tormented her. But
Scan licks the ragged edge of his lipless mouth and grins, then turns to Helia.
Good grief.
I did not expect such a deliciously ruthless idea from you, Helia. I am impressed.
Helia's feathered crest stands on end.
You wretched little creature.
Attempting to end Aethys may only make things worse.
Your point is well made, little Watcher. If self-evident, Aethys has not been known to possess a vindictive nature. Indeed, he has occasionally been magnanimous to a fault. However, if we push him to the brink of reason, there is no telling what he may do. He is, as ever, unpredictable.
Something akin to fondness creeps into her voice.
Then what's the point of this exercise?
The pallid knight gestures for silence.
Aethys cannot be killed, but he may be subdued. Yet to do so will take immense power and time.
Okay.
Both stand in his favor.
Magran grits her black glass teeth.
That is why we must ascertain his plans before he has the chance to put them into motion.
She begins to pace. Her steps leave little trails of fire in her wake. Magrin stops and balls her hands into flaming fists.
Even if we manage to destroy his current form, there is the possibility he could return if he has not already absorbed all of his children.
Absorbed his children?
The pallid night casts a cold, cutting glare in Magrin's direction.
Magrin speaks too freely. That knowledge is beyond your ken, Watcher.
Okay, so like the souls he's collecting are his then. That's kind of what they're getting at, I think.
Wodica waves the gods to silence.
Aethys gathers strength. His strength is a threat to us.
Her voice takes on a sharp, almost panicked edge.
There is no sensible answer to the question of a resurgent Aethys other than decisive, final action.
Doesn't seem like there's any cause to act right this instant.
Your opinion is unasked for, but noted.
The Paladin.
We will act when it is appropriate to do so, and not before.
The Pallid Knight steps away from the half-circle of assembled gods. She pulls herself up to a great height. The words she speaks next come not from her mouth, but from all around you.
Follow him, Watcher.
Okay.
The black of the Pallid Knight's irises expand until her eyes are as dark and cold as the void between stars. She bends down and brings her ghostly face level with your own.
Your debt to me remains unpaid.
Debt? What debt? Yeah, this is kind of bullshit.
She stares at you, unblinking. Like a needle drawn to a magnet, you are pulled toward her one compulsory step at a time.
Uh-oh.
You blink open your eyes and find yourself on the floor of your ship's cabin. Alone.
All right. Well, that was pretty unexpected. I thought we were just sailing to Nekataka. But here we are. On the deck of your ship, you can set that to go to the map. Okay. Ship combat, interrupt, and we'll leave that stuff alone. All right. Well, unfortunately, that has to be the end of the episode. I'm not entirely sure what all's going on here. Gods seem to want to kill Aethys, but not kill him. So we'll have to figure out the rest of that stuff next time. Thank you all so very much for watching. Have a good one.